Yeah, thanks for dropping by. Just want to make this guide for us console players. I don't see a lot of people talking about this, and not a lot of there aren't a lot of videos out there that are up to date on what to do. So yeah, believe me, pulse bombs are hard. And even if you're a PC player, the things we're going to be going over today are relevant to both platforms. So yeah, you've already read the title and thumbnail. Let's get straight into it. So the first important step is sensitivity. I cannot stress this enough. I highly recommend that you play at 100 sensitivity, not even just for pulse bombs, just for playing Tracer in general, because being able to shoot, to turn and shoot as fast as possible is crucial in making the most out of your time. And so, here are my settings, the rest of my settings if you care for that. Also, if you're not comfortable with going to 100 horizontal sensitivity yet, I highly recommend you start from where you are and then bump up your sensitivity slightly every day until you can reach 100. Because again, I can't stress enough, playing at 100 sensitivity is so important. Next, let's talk about controls. I myself am on a Elite controller and I have Y binded to one of my paddles. But I understand that not everyone has an Elite controller, and of course those are very difficult to get. So instead, I recommend binding ability 3, which is your ultimate, to left stick, because you're not doing anything with left stick on Tracer. And reason why not for right stick is because you need these for blink punches. Maybe I'll do another guide for this, depending on how well this does. But for now, I'm just trying to keep it strictly about the blink bombs. So another reason why I recommend left stick is because this would allow you to turn and bomb, turn, blink, and bomb, without taking any of your fingers off the controller. All right, now for the part you're all here for, the actual blink bombing. So Tracer's blink goes about 7.5 meters. And so this is just gonna have to be remembered through practice and repetition, because obviously you're not gonna have a mental note of how far that is when you're in a game. And so after you've gotten a bit comfortable with how far your blink goes, this is where we'll start applying how to do the actual blink bomb. So how you blink bomb is, what you want to do is you want to blink and then bomb in a very fast sequence, just like that. So now that you know how to blink bomb, let's talk about the different ways of actually doing it. So for a standard blink bomb, the trick I like to use is that this actually goes for all the versions, the 90 degree and the 180. I like to take a brief moment to and pause so I can get a good idea of where the enemy is moving whenever I go for a blink bomb. So for example, if I blink, I see, well, so when I blink bomb, what I like to do is that after I blink, I like to take a brief pause, like just for a slight, not even a second, just to get an idea of where the enemy is moving, because again, you need to predict where the enemy is going to move in order to land bombs. So this is going to take practice, but eventually you'll be able to take shorter pauses and do this faster the more you practice actually doing the blink bomb. So I'm gonna do an example of a regular blink bomb. And that's generally how you do a normal blink bomb. You probably can't really tell, but I take a brief pause to pretty much, I guess I say calculate where you're going to move. And so pretty much I'm bombing, after I blink, I'm actually bombing to where I think you're gonna go. Obviously you can get unlucky if they just move a different direction or something else happens, like they use a cooldown. Even though you should be watching out for those before you actually bomb. That's genuinely the basics of doing the normal version of the blink bomb. Now for the 90-degree blink bomb, this is a bit more advanced, and this is where that importance I was stressing about having a 100% horizontal sensitivity comes in. And it's pretty much the same thing, where you blink, you quickly flick left or right, and again, I like to take a brief pause to get an idea of where the enemy's gonna go. This is a bit difficult, even I kind of struggle with this still, but basically it's gonna look something like this. Not like that. And that's how I do my 90-degree pulse bombs. Now for the 180, this is by far the hardest one to pull off. But at the same time, it's also kind of the most useful because sometimes you're kind of just never in the. I wouldn't say never, but there are times where you're not at the right distance to do a 90 or a regular blink bomb because like this Ana here. See, I'll blink behind her because she's too close to me. And so that's when the 180 will come in and be useful. And again, it's the same thing for the rest of the blink bombs I've been doing. Is I blink behind them to take a brief minute to get an idea of where they're gonna go, and then I'm gonna try to put the bomb to where they're going to walk. So something like this. Yeah, I can probably tell that took a couple takes to do that because that's hard, even for me. So now that you have an idea of how to do it, I'm gonna show you some gameplay examples of how I put this into practice.
Guilty about anything.
Yeah, somehow missed even though they were clearly in the way.